How's it going, YouTube? It's Gary here. Just thought I'd make a video, vlog. Start by saying thank you, Cash and others, for recommending a digital thermometer. Thought that was interesting. The uses, just shoot the laser at the wheel hubs to make sure they're not overheating or different. I already noticed the side of the sun is approximately 4 degrees difference when the truck was just sitting completely cold. So that way, you can use it for that. You can check your differentials, see how hot they get. I even pointed it at the coolant, the EGR, the turbos, the hoses, for the radiator, the charge air cooler. Pointed it at all 6 of the fuel lines and at the head where they enter there to see if there's any kind of strange differences in temperature. You might even think of it as a preventative maintenance tool. It was really really interesting when I explored those different areas and how valuable that really could be. So what I'm doing here, sitting at a Love's parking lot, did a reset. Oh yeah, I tried to do it live. I guess I'm not at 50 subscribers yet. They must have changed something. I verified my account with a phone number. You know how the data, I don't want to say thieves, but the data analytics people that want the numbers so they can crunch the numbers because that's interesting, but then they can use those statistics to forward their mission, and primarily to sell. Almost every time that tends to be where it all leads. I'm not saying it's good, bad, indifferent, but it's interesting when behavior is identified, let's just say. So anyway, I won't rant much on that, but it is something I've been exposed to a little bit. So yeah, I did a split today to accomplish a 2-drop here in northern Illinois and then into Wisconsin. It was my first flatbed multi-load stop, so it was interesting because I had to tarp it, or it was tarped, and fortunately I had the ability to take one tarp off. And yeah, I'm not real sure if it was easy, difficult, or it's difficult to say what my opinion is on the first one. Basically, I don't like to do it because I have to climb the trailer and mess with the tarps, and I found the solution, but it's just different. I can do it though. There's no complaints. So yeah, what I'm doing here tonight, I'm going to get an oil change because I've been running around and I basically didn't stay on top of my oil change. So I put a gallon of oil in it maybe 2 weeks ago, and that was like, oh, that's probably my sign that it's time to get the oil change. So I reviewed it, and I think I extended this one, but I've been really good before, so I don't think it's going to do any harm, but when the oil is getting soot, they say that that's not bad. You know, those individuals that, you know, talk about the soot levels that gets collected. I'm using the, you know, the fuel ox as well. So that should help with any of those issues. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm doing here in the parking lot. Here's my project here, where I made this little toolbox thing. So what I'm going to do, and this is something that, you know, I've been working on. You know, I've been on everything. I had to make it bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here, and then put some bolts in. Then I'm going to put a couple of these across here, just for other little, I don't know, spots to hold the dunnage, just to kind of keep everything as safe as possible. Make sure nobody has a problem with the safety of the device, or safety of the what's put on it. It might give me another place to hang bungees, and that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to clean the truck out. Those that do flatbed know that if you don't have all the toolboxes, or you don't have the headache rack, or you don't have, you know, if you don't have all that gets a lot of equipment or things out of the cab of the truck, you know, the cab could get packed full of stuff, you know, and you don't want to be cramped inside your truck to begin with, and then you add more stuff on the floor here and there. It's that's really the biggest thing, is keeping the truck clean on the inside. At one point, just to share, at one point I had a non-tarp load, and then I didn't have any place to put my 8-foot lumber tarps, so I ended up putting those 2 tarps inside of the cab with me. It wasn't fun, it was dirty, you know, and that's not ideal. And if anyone's ever carried around those lumber tarps, you know they're not small, you know they're not light, and so there are multiple reasons why the boxes are on the trailers. And yeah, this is what am I now, at about probably close to 2 years now, doing everything on my own. And like anything else, I've seen the growth, or the things that I've done to fix the truck, the trailer, update everything, and that was a challenge, updating a truck and trailer that someone took less care of as it aged, I guess because, you know, 2009 and a 2004, that's my equipment, and the age of the equipment, excuse me. And so yeah, now I have essentially all new tires, all new brakes, ABS stuff, you know, just on and on and on. Not to mention an occasional thing here and there that just normally just happens with normal operations. And yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. I guess I'm just gonna drive it home empty from Wisconsin. I thought I might have the opportunity to meet with someone about maybe trying to work together. I know everyone's busy, so I didn't make the trip specifically for that, but I was just trying to make things more efficient and link up with somebody if I could. Not real sure about calling someone out on video or on my blog, or it's an uneasy question because some people might have a more commercial intent with their productions and their names and things like that, and I don't want to violate anyone's, I guess, channel. So I pretty much I can say anything. I understand that, but it's also a relationship thing. It's like, why would I want to make someone think that I'm trying to gain some advantage over them, or to use them in use their likeness in some way, you know? So that's the part there that I'm trying to prevent. But outside of that, um, maybe I can grow. Maybe I can grow. The potential driver there that I have, kind of waiting on him to get himself structured in a way that he's comfortable with taking on the challenges of trucking. And you know, right now I'm just sitting. I don't know if it's excitement, anxious about this little lot that I found that would probably work well with me and potentially provide some sort of efficiency or optimization for someone that I'm trying to work with. You know, if it falls into their plan, all I can do is offer my thoughts, you know, on how that would work. Yeah, there was another thing I was thinking about, and it's if I can get myself to a point where I can, you know, spend some time on this YouTube, I thought it would be interesting, maybe a newer idea, or one that I haven't seen yet. You know, just evaluating, just kind of throw my opinion out there a little bit on some of the people that are sharing valuable information. But like any journalist or news, sometimes there's a skew or a lean, and sometimes people recognize it, and that's their mission and intent, and other times it's just kind of background that allows some of these, I guess, pervasive kind of stereotypical view that kind of just under radar. It's not. I don't see it as malice, but it's, you know, if someone could identify, you know, when a person is discounting the costs, and the barriers of entry, and the, you know, opportunity costs, indirect costs of operations, as well as, you know, if it's sales, or, you know, it's kind of, it's not a one-off all against brokers, and it's not all against or for motor carriers, but just maybe a little balance here and there. Might be easier for me to do a vlog versus a more professional setting where particular rhetorics or opinions cannot be easily or readily expressed. It's tough to know, but me sounding all articulate, you know, the highly educated dome trucker. You know, maybe that's what I should start putting at the beginning of my videos. You know, but I don't really know. We hear about it every day, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and do some of this work and kind of get off of here for now, and maybe pick it up when I'm done, and just show you the next finished little project. Alright, well, have a good night. Click the subscribe button, like. I'm still trying to get all that figured out, but at least I'm not saying all the time like someone else told me. That, you know, maybe helped with, just maybe trying to help me out with my presentation. Maybe this is a little bit more thought out. So have a good night, and we will keep in touch.